Title: Your Thoughts, Your Life. Genre: Motivational, Deep Psychological. Part 1: The Mirror Inside Your Head. You are not what the world has made you. You're the echo of the thoughts you choose. Not the scars they left or words they said, but what your own mind lets come through. You think you're broken. That's the lie. A seed can't bloom if it's scared to try. You're trapped not by chains, but by belief that you're not enough to chase relief. You wake up each day with war inside, a silent scream you learn to hide. But what if all you've known as pain is just your mindset wearing chains? The world is loud, but your mind is louder. It makes you weak or turns you prouder. Not what they do, not what they give, but what you think defines how you live. Part 2: Thoughts are not just thoughts. They told you calm down and you smiled fake, but inside your brain was an endless quake. You dressed your storm in quiet clothes and buried dreams you used to know. You looked in mirrors and saw your fears, not your strength or hidden gears. The thoughts you fed began to grow and choked the parts you never show. Thoughts are seeds and you're the rain. Water pain and it becomes your chain. But shift your drop to love or fire, and that same soil births your desire. Mindset is not made overnight. It's battle, fall, and rise and fight. It's knowing storms don't mean you're weak, but proof that even silence speaks. Part 3: Rewiring what you've been told. They made you think you can't means truth, that failure has no use in youth, but every no is raw material to build a mindset that's ethereal. The rules you follow, who wrote them first? Were they kind or driven by thirst? Did they fall? Did they ever bend? Or judge your dreams with bitter ends? You are not the page they want you to be. You're the ink, the pen, the unwritten sea. Change your script and change your world. Your life unfolds where thoughts are hurled. A thought repeated becomes belief. Belief turns habits, pain or relief. So guard your thoughts like castle gates. Let only truth decide your fate. Part 4: The Thought Trap. You say you're stuck, but is it fact or just the lie you never cracked? You stare at doors that never lock, yet don't step out. You watch the clock. Time ticks and thought repeats the loop. One voice says fly, one builds your noose. Which one wins? The one you feed. That voice becomes your life's true seed. Your fear's a fraud, dressed up like fate, saying maybe later, then shows up late. But thoughts aren't chains unless you agree. The cage was open. You held the key. A trapped bird can still learn to sing, but never knows the air, the wing. Free the thought and free the flight. Darkest minds still spark the light. Part 5: Shifting the Lens. Think it's too late? That's a lie they sell. You're breathing, you're moving, so rebel. Rewire one thought, just one today, and watch how colors find your gray. Your body listens to every word, even silent ones it barely heard. Say I'm strong and stand up tall. Say I'm weak and down you fall. You attract what you assume is true, so why not assume the best of you? Thoughts aren't mirrors, they are brushes, painting lives in quiet rushes. You don't need 1,000 wins, just one brave step where strength begins. The war is not in your world outside. The war is in your thoughts and pride. Part 6: From Reaction to Intention. Don't let the world set your reaction. Choose your thought like chainless action. A calm mind moves with higher aim, not chasing noise, not playing blame. Your brain can't tell real from imagined, so think success and walk unladen. Feed your mind with peace and power, and joy will bloom in darkest hours. You are not your anxious flare. You are the thought that says, I care. You are the hope beneath despair. You are the breath inside the prayer. Change isn't loud. It whispers slow, a silent seed before it grows. But water it with daily truth and watch it bloom in mind and youth. Part 7: The Identity You Choose. Don't say, I'm lost. You're not a map. You're the light that bends the path. Your mind is not a fixed design. You write the code, you draw the line. You think, I'm not enough. But why? Who taught you that and made you cry? You swallowed doubt like it was fact, but now's the time to take it back. Identity's a fluid stream, not a box or broken dream. Be who you want. Start with thought, and life will echo what you've sought. Affirmations aren't silly lines. They're bricks for future minds. Say it loud. Say it daily. My thoughts build worlds that serve me bravely. Part 8: The world mirrors your mind. Life doesn't give what you demand. It gives the echo of your stand. If you expect loss, you'll find despair, but expect abundance. Life plays fair. You've lived in shadows made of thought and blamed the world for what you've got. But the truth? It starts within. Shift the lens and you'll begin. Speak in I can and paths appear. Speak in, I'm done, and all seems fear. Words are not just air and sound. They carve your sky or bury ground. The richest souls were once in dirt, but shifted thoughts and healed the hurt. They saw in pain a silent gift that taught the soul how high to lift. Part 9. Daily practice, daily power. You want change? Then change the hour. Change the thought before it sours. Morning minds define the day. Begin with peace and lead the way. Don't wait for life to feel just right. Create the frame and add the light. Repeat the mantra, I am fire, I am worthy, bold and tire. The gym for mind is repetition, training truth like ammunition. Shoot down lies with inner grace, till every mirror shows your face. The power's not in books unread, it's in your thoughts before you dread. Control that stream, you shift your fate. A changed thought never comes too late. Part 10, the final thought. So here's the truth, raw and real. Your life reflects what you feel. Not what they said or how they treated, but what your mind has long repeated. Your past is not your life's forecast, unless you let that anchor last. Cut the chain and rise above. Think in peace and lead with love. One thought can break a lifelong wall. One belief can make you tall. Choose with care what you believe, and watch your whole life start to breathe. So guard your mind. Choose each word. Speak your truth till it is heard. Your thoughts are architects of fate, and your mindset opens every gate. Part 11. Beliefs that built your cage. You were told to stay small, be safe, to dim your light, to lose your shape. But thoughts are bricks that build your cell, or wings that rise where limits fell. Beliefs are planted deep like roots from childhood lines and echoed truths. But truth is fluid, not a wall. It changes when your mindset calls. You think the past defines your worth, but that belief can be reversed. What hurt you once can fuel your flame if you stop feeding it with blame. So challenge every thought you keep, the ones that shame you in your sleep. If it dims your soul, it's not your voice. It's time to shift, to make new choice. Part 12. Your mind is a garden, not a jail. Your mind's not stone. It can be tilled. The weeds removed, new beauty built. But leave it wild, and pain will grow, because old thoughts don't let light show. You say, I'm just not meant for more. But who wrote that behind your door? A teacher, parent, a friend in pain, or thoughts that cycle like a train? The power's yours. You hold the plow. You choose what grows in your mind now. Plant courage, kindness, strength, and truth, and watch your life reflect that proof. What you allow is what will thrive. So guard your thinking, stay alive. Let silence speak when thoughts get loud, and clear the mind from fear and doubt. Part 13. Break the loop that breaks you. Your life feels like a looping song because your thoughts have played it wrong. Change the tune and change your fate before your dreams evaporate. You wake, you scroll, compare, then ache, and wonder why your dreams don't wake. It's not the world, it's how you see, a lens of lack, not who you be. Speak new thoughts like daily prayer, and soon the world will meet you there. The inner change brings outer shift. That's how you rise, that's how you lift. You don't need 10-year plans or gold, just better thoughts that you can hold. Start with now, this very breath, and build a mind that won't fear death. Part 14. Rewrite the voice inside your head. There's a voice that calls you small and weak, but that's not you. It's fear that speaks. You fed that voice for far too long, but now it's time to feed the strong. Your thoughts are scripts you didn't write, but you can edit day or night. Erase the parts that drag you down and pen new words that wear your crown. Say this now. I am not that fear. I am the fire that brought me here. Say it loud and say it true. My thoughts create what I walk through. So choose the voice you amplify, the one that lifts, not just gets by. The world is changed by those who dare to think new thoughts and meet them there.